Hi, everyone. Welcome to day 12 of the 21 Days of Prosperity coaching session. So today's mantra is yes. We'll get into what that entails and how you're going to use that mantra all day long in just a moment. But how did it feel to donate an hour of your time yesterday? Who did you donate it to? Be sure to write down in your journal what you did and also how it felt. And commit to doing that again within the next 7 days. Again, this supports abundance consciousness because when you give of your time, it is coming from a place of overflow. So you have more than enough to give. This is the personal message that it's reinforcing for you. If you're over giving, then it's not reinforcing abundance consciousness. It's reinforcing resentment. We already talked about how resentment is like drinking poison and expecting somebody else to die. When you're overgiving, it's usually from a place of need, that you are overgiving because you want somebody else to be giving that same amount to you. Whereas if you give 10% of your time, then you are giving because of the sheer desire to make someone else's life better. That's a different energy. That is abundance. That is prosperity. That is not resentment. Overgiving and wanting somebody to give back to you because you are such a good giver, that is not giving from a place of abundance. That's actually giving from a place where you want to receive. All right, so let's dive into the mantra, yes. So clearly, I don't mean say yes to everything. What I do mean is reframe things in a positive light. So obviously, if your child comes up to you and says, I want to have candy for breakfast, you're not going to say yes. You could say instead, in other words, instead of saying no, you could reframe it. You could say, well, would you like to have pancakes then? And we can have some maple syrup. Would you prefer to have some fruit and granola rather than bacon and eggs? So reframe it so that you're not saying no and that you're allowing the either yourself or the person you're speaking to have a choice from positive options. That's a different way of thinking about yes. So constantly throughout your day, the mantra is yes, but it's not stupid yes. It's not do something silly. It's not, drink yourself to oblivion yes, or eat yourself to oblivion yes. It's not saying yes to eating 2,900 billion calories. It's, if you want to reward yourself with something that is fun for you that you wouldn't normally do, that's okay. As long as you're not harming yourself or substituting pleasure seeking for being an enriched person. So getting to your dream come true life doesn't come from numbing substances. It comes from activating energy. So that's what we're trying to do here today. And another thing that I wanted to talk a little bit more about is, again, that Aristotelian golden mean. It's not necessarily that there's a golden mean between charity and greed, or that there's a golden mean between happiness and sadness. For me, more, it is that they are related to one another. They're on a continuum. The lowest denominator of happiness is unhappiness or sadness. The highest denominator of happiness would probably be living your life's dream. And usually that's going to have a lot to do with your career. And the good news is I'm living proof that you can go from jobs you really don't like to a career that you are madly in love with. So when you are feeling the negative or the no, and you want to lean into the positive or the yes, understand that relationship with opposites, that feeling something you don't want to feel is actually walking in the wrong direction. And if you point yourself in the other way, then perhaps you will be walking in the right direction. So rather than saying no, what can we say yes to? If we're really unhappy, why are we really unhappy? What's at the core of that? Is it related to our health? Is it related to our relationships? Is it related to our money? Is it related to our bills? And what can be a solution that we're not seeing yet? Because when we are mired in the problem, in the negative and the no, then we are not seeing the possibilities or creating a new alternative reality for ourselves. So you can take that yes mantra to be an invitation, like you did with the fire ritual, to finding solutions. So if you find yourself in a negative space, if you find yourself sitting in a mud puddle, rinse yourself off, look at the problem, understand that the solution is the exact opposite of the problem, but it takes an action to get there, just like we did with the fire ritual. So what is it that is the no right now in your life? And how can it be a yes? By reframing it and walking in the direction of something that will give you more lasting happiness. Same thing for your children. Same thing for your parents, if you're a person that is now caring for your parents as well. So lean into the power of positivity. Lean into the power of solutions. Lean into living the rich life, dream come true, living yes today. All right. Remember, you can take this deeper after you finish these 21 days. I'm keeping it very, very focused on the mindset right now, because I want you to do 21 days and I want you to get your mind in a different state. If you need help with the skill set, the tool set, and the action plan, then the gratitude game, the ABCs of money, put your money where your heart is, the investor educational retreat, or a second opinion is right for you. All right, so you can do those. You can think about doing those. You can register for the retreat now. You can buy the ABCs of Money now. Again, the ABCs of Money and the ABCs of Money for College ebooks are under $5. They're great stocking stuffers. But for now, you only have a few more days left. You only have 10 more days left, 9 more days left. And I really want you to change your mindset, change what you can see, change the way you think. All right? I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks again for joining me.